All right, match number 3 between Bryce and I. We're back at 20 Valley. We're playing the front 9. I made it a goal of mine to win one of these things, so let's see if I can do it today. Bryce is hitting iron here. No point in hitting driver today. It's straight into the wind. It's going to be a 3-shot hole regardless. He hits an iron. It's just drifting a little bit left, but he should be just fine there. I'm going to do the same thing. No point in hitting driver, so I just pull my 5-iron. Just going to try to hit one down the left side, give myself an angle for a good second shot here. And that's exactly what I did. It ballooned up in the air a little bit, so I got a pretty long distance for my second shot, but I should be just fine on the fairway there, just off the fairway. Second shot, just hitting, I think it was a 7-iron. Just wanted to get it down there, somewhere in the fairway, so give myself a good third shot into the green. It just stayed in the fairway, so I should have a good angle there. Bryce, he's hitting 3-wood. He's just gonna try to get his as far as he can down there. It drifts a little bit to the left, but he'll be just fine. It's just going to be in the first cut of rough there on the left side. My third shot coming up here, I think I had about 150. Just trying to get this somewhere on the green. I just want to give myself a birdie putt. Hit a really nice shot here. Swing felt really nice. Just ballooned up in the air a little bit. Lands just left side of the green, but I'll have a birdie putt there. Bryce's third shot, he's just in the rough here. He's going to try the same thing. A little bit better of a line, but it ends up a little bit short because that wind was gusting pretty good. So he's going to have himself a pretty long birdie putt here, probably 45, 50 feet. And he comes up really, really short. So these greens are running really slow today. Thankfully, I saw that because I felt like I hammered this birdie putt here. I thought it was going to go off the back of the green, but it actually cozied up there pretty close to the hole. So I'm going to have that for par. Here's Bryce's par putt. He's got about 15 feet. Just slides by on the right. So that's a bogey for Bryce. Here's my par putt to take a 1-up lead. And I do just that. 1-up, going on to the second hole. I'm going to hit driver. It's downwind now here. So real nice swing here. I absolutely clobbered this one. Going to give myself about, I actually left myself a awkward yardage in the green. I wish I would have laid back a little bit, but Bryce, he's going to hit driver as well. He takes a little bit more of an aggressive line to the left here, but he's just going to roll off a little bit into the rough. But we both have good second shots into the green here. Here's Bryce's second shot, just into the first cut of rough. He's got about 60 yards. Hits a nice one, just coming down about 15 feet left of the pin, so that he's going to have a 15-foot birdie putt here. All right, here's my second shot. Real awkward yardage, about 40 yards. I pulled it a little bit. It hits the side of the green and just trickles into the rough. Now I left myself a difficult chip, and I'm going to pause it here for a second because I'm going to explain this situation. Anyone that knows me knows I've been dealing with the chipping yips. This is like the 3rd summer now. So my mind is in an absolute pretzel when it comes to chipping. So that's the reason I took putter out here. Was it the right decision? Probably not, but I probably did better than I would have chipping. So let's see what happens here. Taking a couple practice strokes here. I just want to get it anywhere on the green, and it gets caught up in the rough predictably, but it's on the green. So left myself with a par putt. Not exactly the distance I wanted, but like I said, my head is in a pretzel when it comes to chipping. So now I have a par putt here for about 20 feet. Hit a decent one. It just slides by on the left. That's going to be a bogey. Now Bryce has got 2 putts for the win here. Here's his birdie putt. Like I said earlier, about 15 feet. Hits a good one, but it just doesn't break to the right, but that's going to be a tap-in par. Back to all square, hole 3. Bryce hits driver, which is a risky play because there's a creek that runs right through the fairway, but it fades a little bit to the left, but he's short of the water, so he'll have a clear second shot. I'm going to hit 3-wood here. I don't want to risk the water, and like every other time I played this hole, it just drifts way left, but I'll have a clear shot. Going to be just in the rough. All right, this second shot, probably the best shot I hit all day, about 180. I had to peel it around these trees, and I hit an absolute beauty here. It's cutting right towards the green. Hits just right of the green, pops up, but it's going to be a birdie putt. Bryce from a similar angle, and he absolutely answers. He hoists it over his trees. It's heading directly at the pin. I think it landed about pin high, but it rolled out to the back of the green. But 2 really, really nice shots from both of us there. We're both going to have birdie putts. He's a little bit further, so he's going to go first, which was a huge advantage here because I wanted to see what his putt did. Greens are still running really slow. It was straight downhill, and it somehow still ended up really, really short. So knowing that, I give myself a little bit of extra juice, and thought I killed this one, but it still ended up short. I'm a little bit closer than Bryce, so we're gonna have par putts from that distance. Here's Bryce's par putt. He's got about, I'd say about 10 feet straight down the hill. He doesn't want to hit it too hard, but good putt, just ends up a little bit short. That's gonna be bogey. Now here's my par putt. I need to make this to take that 1-up lead back heading into the 4th. Hit a really nice putt here, just left edge, and it drops straight in the middle. So that's gonna be back to 1-up heading to hole 4. I decided to hit iron here because I didn't want to risk going OB. Hit a pretty good one here. It just gets caught up in the wind, lands just on the fairway and rolls into the first cut there. So I should have a good second shot into the green. Bryce playing a little more aggressive. He takes driver out and gets real close to the OB fence line here, but it just cuts back enough to stay in bounds. So he's going to have a second shot from the rough. Now my second shot, ball is way below my feet. I just try to stab at it. Club gets stuck in the ground, and it doesn't make the green. Here's Bryce's second shot from the rough. He's got to hoist it over this tree, and he hits an absolute beauty here. It was going right at the pin, lands a little bit to the left, and rolls just off the back of the green. So he's going to have a birdie putt there. Now my third shot. Here we go again with the mine in a pretzel chipping. Just can't figure it out. Duff it. I'm about 25 feet, maybe 30 feet short. I still have a chance to at least tie the hole. I just need to drain this one. So hit a really, really nice putt. Thought it was going to drop. It just slides by on the right. So that's going to be a bogey. Now Bryce has 2 putts for the hole. Hits a good one here. Just comes up short on the birdie putt, but that's going to be a tap in par. Back to all square, heading to hole 5. Bryce still playing really aggressive. Hoists a 3-wood, cuts the corner, cuts back into the middle of the fairway. He should have a good second shot in. I'm still playing a little more conservative. I hit iron here, take the same line as him, just didn't cut it as much as I wanted it to, so it's going to be hugging that tree line, and it's not ideal. Didn't leave myself a good second shot here. Now I'm going to have to hit a high draw over these trees. I can't really see where the green is, but I did hit a high draw, just didn't hit it hard enough. It was going right towards the green, but it just ended up a little bit short. Bryce's second shot, he's got a clear shot into the green. Hits a good one here, just ends up a little bit short. He's going to leave himself about a 10-foot birdie putt, maybe 15 feet for birdie. Now I got to try to hit a 60-degree over this bunker, try to land it soft. I did exactly that. It just landed a little bit too soft and didn't roll out. So that's going to be about a 10-foot par putt now. So here's Bryce's birdie putt. Hits a pretty good one, just a little bit too hard. It rolls by on the right. That's going to be a tap-in par. Now I have to drain this to avoid going back down 1, and just didn't give it enough break, and that's going to be a bogey. So back down 1, 6th hole. Bryce hits driver. Hits a good one here. It's just cutting back a little bit. It's going to land in the rough, but he's going to have a clear second shot into the green. I hit driver here, and I pulled the absolute living shit out of this one. Luckily, there's no OB here, so it's just going to end up in the weeds to the right of the fairway there. But I should have a second shot in. Now I get up to my ball. I can only see the top of the flag. I can't see the green. Thought I hit a good one here, but the wind just drifted it a little bit to the right. Lands on the green and then rolls off the back. So that's going to be a difficult third shot. Here's Bryce's second shot. Pretty easy. Just puts it up there on the green and leaves himself about a 15-foot birdie putt. All right, here's me chipping. Let's zoom in here just to give you ideas of how fucked my mind is when it comes to chipping. I have zero confidence over this one. I just want to get it on the green and slide the club right underneath. Doesn't even get to the green. So now I'm reeling. I'd say, screw it. I'm going to take putter out, and I just chop it up there. Actually, not too bad of a putt, but that's going to be for bogey. Now Bryce has 2 putts to win the hole and to go 2 up with 3 to play. Hits a good one here, just cozies it up there. Doesn't drop, but that's going to be a tap-in par. And now he's up 2 with 3 to play. I'm just going to clean up my bogey putt here. Luckily, I didn't miss that. Was able to avoid the double, but now it's crunch time. 7th hole, down 2, 3 to play. Bryce hits iron, chunks it a little bit, but it's going to be safe, just short of the green. Should have a relatively easy up and down from there. I'm aiming just right of the green at that bunker, trying to play a fade back in the middle of the green. Hit the line, it just didn't fade, and I'm going to leave myself another chip. It's funny how that always happens. Whenever I'm struggling with a certain shot, I seem to give myself that shot every single time. Bryce's second shot hits a nice little chip, cozies it up there. That's going to be a tap-in par. Now I need to put this one close. Really need to avoid losing the match here. hit a decent one. It just rolls out to about 6 feet. Now I need to make this one. I actually hit a good putt here, hit it exactly on my line, and it's got to move right. It just doesn't, and I lip out. That's the match. Came close. I'm getting closer, guys. Here's Bryce's par putt. This is to close the match out, but a 2-3 footer drains it. Didn't win, but had my opportunities. Just chipping absolutely screwed me. I'm gonna have to work on that, but appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.